Hello everybody, today we are going to be playing the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Simon Y prototype. Now this is definitely going to be a big highlight, and it's probably my favorite prototype in video game history. This prototype is not only very important to Sonic, but video games in general. Like, this is one of the very first prototypes to be dissected in detail, and it really shows how much Sonic 2 has changed over the span of only a few months, and it really just shows like how different a game could be in its early state, and just how much a game can be changed just because of time constraints. But yeah, this was discovered by the guy named Simon Y, and he discovered it on a Chinese GeoCities page around 1999 or 1998, and he brought it over to the Western audience, and well, this is the first prototype that we ever got here in America. And it was truly something amazing. I mean, come on, it's a prototype of Sonic 2, of course everybody would be excited about it. And this prototype is just, there's just so much things that are completely different. And this prototype is after the Nick Arcade prototype, and there has been a ton of work put in this prototype compared to the Nick Arcade. For starters, most of Sonic 1's assets are gone now, so it won't crash anymore. And there's just a whole bunch of new ideas and stuff that they changed and removed. So yeah, we are just gonna go ahead and start. I mean, just look at this title screen. They literally use this title screen for literally forever. Like, they literally only changed it in just a few days, for the last week of development. But yeah, you may notice that we are in Aquatic Ruin Zone for starters. That's because of the level most of the levels aren't completed, and there's only 4 levels to play through normally. And it starts off with Aquatic Ruin, and I think next is Chemical Plant, then Hilltop and Emerald Hill. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Tails' AI hasn't changed at all since the Nick Arcade build. Like, he doesn't like to try to keep up with Sonic, he just goes. And, okay, I just died right off the bat. Ain't that just fun? But we're gonna explore a lot in this game. Like, this is probably gonna be a 1 hour long video just to be discussing this game. I'm gonna go do the bottom path and see how that goes. But, a lot of the water sections aren't implemented yet, so that's why we don't really go in the water except for a few cases. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Tails, look at that. He doesn't even try to go behind Sonic, he just goes ahead. I somewhat like it, but it's also irritating when he dies. Because when he dies, he doesn't fly. He just goes straight to the ground and rolls, or spin dashes. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The spin dash hasn't changed at all since the Nick Arcade prototype. You can only charge it once, and that's it. You can't do it again. So, you gotta deal with it. And I hope I don't die again. See, Tails just does that. Look, watch. He just rolls off the ground and does that. It's kind of like a spin dash. Just really fast. Oh yeah, you may notice that, jumping out the water's glitch. It looks like corrupted bubble sprites to me. And there's no enemies in this level yet. In fact, only 2 zones in the game have, badness. But yeah, we complete Act 1. Here's Tails right here. We'll just probably do that a lot. Now this is where stuff's going to get hard, because there's no level design right here, so if you fall off, you're fixing to die, because there's no platforms in the underwater section. So you better be careful not to fall off. The physics have changed. I think they finally got to Sonic 2's physics, because he goes fast when he's off the ground. We're fixing to jump, and that did not work well. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Look at the waterfalls. They look completely normal, but in every single prototype after this, and even in the final game, part of the waterfall was actually corrupted. I could show you, but I can't really prove it unless I played another prototype soon. And I may play the August Alpha prototype soon, actually, because that one is also very interesting. Here's another underwater section. I might as well just go through it. But most of the underwater sections haven't been made yet, so that's why there's none. And there's no boss fight either. In fact, Emerald Hill is literally the only level that has a boss still. They didn't even add new ones since the Nick Arcade. And here's Chemical Plant, and Chemical Plant is pretty much complete. Well, not complete, but it has a lot more work done on compared to the Nickel Cage. It still has the kind of, I don't know what you call it, but it still has the loops and stuff. And there's not a lot of monitors here, actually. Like, there was no Super Ring monitor at the beginning, and there was no Super Ring monitor here by the tubes. And yes, the tubes actually work here, and the Goose Spheres actually work too. But listen. Well, it should be playing. But the Goose Spheres used the Fireball sound effect from Sonic 1. See, the boosters now work actually, so we can go really fast here. I don't know what happened there. You may have heard the music being slightly different here. In fact, pretty much most of the music in this prototype is either slightly different or majorly different. Like, there's a lot of early work-in-progress songs in this prototype, and I really like some of them, especially the boss music, man. But that's it. That's the end of Act 1. Where did Tails go? Oh, there he is. Hey, Tails. I'm using the second half of my keyboard to control Tails, so that's how it's being controlled. I think, and yeah, there's no Bannox here either. Emerald Hill and another level we'll be talking about is the only ones with Bannox. Let's see if we can get the extra life. Ah, we missed it. But there's still an extra life there. The only thing is that it's harder to get because of how the loops are designed. There's a Super Ring monitor there. I didn't even know that. There we go. We got it. You can't really get back up there after doing that, unlike the final game. I don't even know if the shortcut's here in Act 2, but I'm probably not gonna go get it unless if I replay the level again. And Tails just stuck down there. There's only a shield here. Man, they really didn't put a lot of monitors here. Oh yeah, also the background is actually pretty much done. It's actually animated and they changed the color from pink and the Nickel Cage build to the normal one that we all know of. Here we go, hold on. Super speed, let's go! Man, uh-oh. Man, they still haven't really fixed the collision yet, it seems. Or it's just a lot more buggy going fast in the zone. Here we go. Oh yeah, you can also outpace the camera here still. I think the shortcut is actually here, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'll do it again when we replay the level. Because there's a ton of differences in the water area that we all know of. Hold up. You always gotta wait. Yeah, the water section has pretty much been complete, I would say. Now, the drowning theme is actually interesting. Just listen. Listen to the drowning thing here. I'll let you hear in a second. Listen. It's literally the level, the options menu song. And that's crazy. And now it's playing Emerald Hill Zone because there's a lot of music glitches in this game. Well, I wouldn't call them glitches. I would say bugs. It didn't really map the sound together perfectly. Now here's the hard part. Look at how skinny those platforms are. Like, man, why do they have to be so skinny? Here we go. God, I love how fast Sonic is here. There's no spring here. That's something different. I don't think there's extra life monitors here. I see without it. And you don't drop to the floor. And how did Tails get here? Seriously, how did he get here? Does he just spawn when you go next to the signpost? I guess so. Also, listen to the music. Yeah, you can obviously tell that that's different. There's a lot more work done into Hilltop Zone compared to the Deck Arcade. For one thing, the lift actually falls this time. And guess what else is different? The lava hurts you now, thankfully, I guess. And now the soul enemies are here. Oops, I did not mean that. Okay. You don't automatically spin the tunnels yet. And, extra life monitor is still here. I don't even think that's in the final game. From what I remember, at least. Let's go. I always like to take the top half, so that's why I'm doing it. Is that an extra part of Hilltop in the background? I just noticed that. And also the background's animated too, which is pretty neat. I think the spike bug's actually still in here. Should I test it out? Well, this is different. I'm trying to get back up there, but I don't want to die. Alright, let's go. I think the spike bug's still in here. Should I test it out? I'll see. Yep, the spike bugs still exist. Okay. Man, it took them a while to fix the spike bug. Well, it's always a debate if the spike bug really was a bug or it was a feature. And I consider it a feature, because how could you screw up the spikes like that? Because other games had the spike bug in it. The 8-bit version of Sonic 1 had it. And I don't think Sonic 2 didn't have that, thankfully. Didn't matter though, because it's an extra life monitor. Sorry if I pause for a brief second, because I don't really know what to talk about in some cases. Ouch! I keep falling off that platform, man. Oh yeah, these blocks have been added too, and I think the monitors are here too. The shield, yeah. They pretty much put a lot of work into this level, actually. Oh yeah, also the blinking lights in the background are fixed, and they added, reversed lifts, actually. Yeah, there's no Badniks here still. I'll show you the other zone that has Badniks. Are the poking spikes here? No. I don't know if it's an invincibility monitor. I don't think so, because we can't even get in there. Oh yeah, this works now, the earthquakes. Although it's completely silent for some reason. Oh yeah, also you don't die in that part like in Nick Arcade. But that's it. Alright. It seems the shading on the signpost are unfinished. The cutting room floor page pretty much states that, and most of the information I'll be talking about is from the cutting room floor website, which tells you a lot about Sonic 2's history and the differences in this prototype to the final game. I really love the cutting room floor page because it really shows how much work has been done into this game. Like, I always look at the level maps and just seeing how much was different, man. It's just so incredibly interesting. God dang it, Tails. It still has a thing where Tails makes you lose all your rings, and I hate it. Ha, you deserve it. Dang, Tails really is dying a whole lot. Should I go down there? Well, I don't know. Is there invincibility over here? Nope, they didn't add the invincibility monitors yet. Alright, this is the earthquake part. Okay, I think that's definitely starting early. There's no rings over here. It's very weird that there's no earthquake sound. I don't even think that was even it's not even a sound test, I don't believe. We'll check out the sound test near the end of the video, though. Yeah, the earthquake was always this slow, so I'm used to it. Alright, let's see if we can risk it! Yeah, we did it. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're pulling my leg. You're definitely pulling my leg, right? Right? Seriously? Are you kidding me? It's really gonna do this to us. Wow. Okay. Well, we can't really do anything other than to reset the game, but thankfully, I have the level select, and there's a whole lot of options here, but we'll discuss that later. For now, we're just gonna try and beat the level, because dear God, why did that have to happen? Dang it, Tails! Let's not go to the top half again, because I do not want to get stuck again. Why did that have to happen? And I couldn't, if you're wondering why I didn't wait for the time over, it's because, first of all, that would take too long, even with the fast forwarding, and also just because, there's no time over in this game. When the counter reaches 9 minutes and 59 seconds, it just loops back to 9 minutes. So yeah, you can pretty much play every level without having a time over. And remember, this is a prototype, so it makes sense why they did that. Oh god, they added spikes there. No springs there, surprisingly. Oh yeah, this is a section in Nick Arcade where the game would crash, but it doesn't anymore, thankfully. Oh gosh darn it, I thought it would be there. Miscalculation. And that's also it. That's the end of the level. It ends early. They didn't finish all of the level yet. Thankfully, though, we can continue our progress. Now we're going on to Emerald Hill, and this is the last level we'll be playing normally. Pretty much the level design has been changed. It's pretty much close to the final, but it ain't complete yet. Jesus, that is fast. Oh, gosh darn it. Why did they have to add the snail banner there? That's brutal. Okay, I did that so it could stay on the bottom path because I always want to see... Oh, God. The snail bannock. They just put the snail bannock in annoying places, and that's why it always gets me. Coconut still hasn't been a thing. I don't remember what prototype they removed the snail bannock. I think they removed it after this prototype, I'm pretty sure. There's no extra life monitor, that's different. See, I can also prove that the spike bug is a thing. Where's Tails? There it is. Look at this. Ha! I love doing that. Oh god. Watch out here because there's gonna be more snail bannock than we know. That's the end of the level. I think the water was a little bit too fast in Nick Arcade, I'm pretty sure, because it looks normal now. Like in the background, the water. Also, and I'm an idiot for not realizing that Hilltop Zone was in the background. Like, I've played this game for many years and I just, like, noticed that recently. Yeah, speeches still work. There's a snail bannock right there. I'm not falling for your tricks this time. Okay, that was just completely a luck. What on earth? What? Wow, okay. Did they just not... What's going on? Why am I just facing through walls all of a sudden? That's not normal. No, that's not normal. Oh yeah, listen, the invincibility music's different. And also the animation's different too. I actually like the animation. Yeah, this is the supersonic thing. Oh, boss time. Also, I'm just gonna let y'all appreciate this music. It's so good. Just listen. What on earth, Tails? Sorry, I tried to make y'all listen to the music, but you can just look it up on YouTube. This boss theme is really good, and I wish they kept it. But yeah, that's it. What on earth's going on? Why is Tails floating and going to the ground? And that's it. The game just ends, but remember, I have the level select. And there is a ton of differences here. We'll start off with Green Hill Zone. And it's just Emerald Hill Zone. Yeah, literally just Emerald Hill Zone. god, I never avoid that, and I don't know why. Let's hope that a lot of chaos doesn't happen again. Like, seriously, what the heck was going on before? What was facing through walls and crap? Like, how did I even do that? That has never happened to me before. I've played this prototype, like, for many months. I always play this prototype at school and such. That has never happened to me. And what was Tails doing that thing where he was, like, walking in midair? Just weird. Is he doing it again? What the heck's going on? Why is Tails just doing this all of a sudden? What is happening? Let's see if jumping can make him go back to normal, will it? Yeah. Oh yeah, let's check out the debug mode. There's not really much different. Okay, there's supposed to be a invincibility module. I don't know why that's broken. What is this? No idea what that is. Oh yeah! Let's try to get Ashore the Hedgehog. And we got him already. Oh yeah, my favorite color scheme from him. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, by the way, doing this will cause the graphics to make them blue. Hold on a second. Sorry, I want to do this. I love it. Let's see if this will work. What the heck? What? How does Tails do? What the? Okay. There we go. I was wondering why he wasn't doing anything. But debug mode's very weird here. Because when you, unlike the Nick Arcade, when you get out of debug mode, Tails just spawns with you. Aha! Sorry, I just love messing around with this prototype. But, oh yeah, let's see how fast we can go. Well, that didn't really work. Hold on, let's see if we can go on the loops and everything. Let's... Okay, that did not work, huh? Okay, yeah, it's gone. Oh yeah, those are collision switches, by the way. That's why it makes checkpoint noises. I think it does that in the final game, too. I don't know. Ooh, that is a lot of speed right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. I used to make contraptions with these long ago. Let's see if I can make something with these red springs. I'm sorry, but I love messing around with this prototype. I'm trying to make like a big science experiment. It worked. Come on, Tails. Aha. Oh. Yes, it worked. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll continue the level, but I just love having fun with this game, dude. Let's do the invincibility thing again. How would it affect us if we're like this? Well, it does look different. And yeah, the supersonic thing is also slower and slightly different. Oh yeah, here's the thing with the boss. Hold on a second, let me get the platform. I'll make Tails defeat the boss, but look at that. See? He turns around, and I think I showed that off in the Nick Arcade prototype too. God, this boss music, man. I really wish they kept this. I just love, like, how serious it sounds. It's so weird to see him turn around, and it explains why it takes so long for him to turn around normally. Alright, let's see if we can defeat him here. Okay, we did it. Yep, that's it. Oh yeah, the Sega screen. I'll discuss that. So normally it doesn't even the Sega screen doesn't even show up. Normally. Apparently people have said that it was actually edited out because this is like the people who stole it actually edited it so it didn't show the Sega screen or whatever. Because remember, this ROM was found on a Chinese website, so yeah, there's probably some few changes here and there, but it doesn't really matter. You may notice all the names here, and you may notice something different. Wood Zone, and you're about to be shocked by what you're going to see. Welcome to Wood Zone, another scrapped level from Sonic 2, and good God, I love the art here. Just look at it. Just so beautiful. I really wish they did more work on it. But yeah, you may notice that there's actually level design here, but this is where you would get stuck normally without debug mode. Because you can't get up this ramp no matter what, and even if you try, you can just fall off the edge like I'm fixing to do here. So yeah, you gotta use debug mode to get up here, but even if you do, like, that's it. That's the end. However, there's more interesting stuff to the left. We'll start off to the left. So there's a huge platform here, then you gotta make a big jump right here. Then you got these very tiny platforms, which you're supposed to, like, jump, but you can literally just walk over it. Like, even if you do it at a slow speed, you can still just walk over it. There's like this really big section over here. The wall doesn't work here, and none of the leaves have any collision either. But you can get up this ramp over here, which is weird. Hold on, let me do it again. Yeah, you can really do that, but everything else... And I didn't really finish the level design mapping here, because look at that, there's a whole chunk missing out of here for some reason. Over here to the right, you'll see something interesting, and it's a conveyor belt that doesn't work, and they added another section here for some reason, and it's broken. But yeah, that's literally it. That's the entire level. It just ends right here. Not really much to discuss in this level, but good God, I love the art here. Really makes me wish that they put more work into it, because I just love it. And here's the background right here. I really like the background, but under the stage, you can actually see the full background under the stage right here. It's very bizarre. I think this was meant to have parallax scrolling in some way. I don't know how it would work. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire stage. There's literally nothing else to this. But I would like to discuss the music. Just listen. You may notice that it's Metropolis Zone, just except in a very early fashion. And good God, it sounds like something from Sonic Spinball. I really like it though. Most people hate it, but I love its more dangerous, sinister feel. I like it. But there's not really much else to discuss in this level because that's pretty much it. That's the entire level. I can show you Sonic's sprite when he turns around again. In fact, I'll do it right now. Look at that. Look at that. They just put so much detail in him doing that. And if he falls off the edge, he keeps doing this. I really like it. I like how angry looking Sonic is when he's trying to slow down. I love it. And Tails just does his idle animation. Well, like, kind of the thing in Wing Fortress Zone where he looks up and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else. And, sadly, that's pretty much it, because Act 2 of Wood Zone, as, you can see, is nothing. Yeah, it's literally nothing. It's just empty and you'll die. But we're not done with Wood Zone yet. There's one little extra thing that I just remembered. And you have to travel across the entire stage for this. Now, it may take a little bit. I'll fast forward a bit. Here we are. Now, people have said that this is like the goalpost area, but I don't believe so, because this is pretty much the starting area of the duplicate. Like, I can literally prove it, man. At least I think it is. It pretty much looks identical to the starting area, so they pretty much copy and paste it. In fact, let me just die and go back to the start again. And the background just abruptly ends right here. And even the background thing is there. So this pretty much is the starting area. Is it? Yeah, it is, because the weave and everything is still there. So, yeah. They pretty much duplicated the starting area. And a lot of zones actually did that. But people say it's, like, some weird goalpost area. But that's completely wrong, as from what I see. However, you see the timer in debug mode where it does that, like the frames or sprites or whatever? Well, no, actually, but look at the bottom row of the score thing. You see the number 1 and the letter? That's a timer right there. And I really like that. I don't know if the final game did that, I doubt it. But that's really neat. I think it can actually go, it can go all the way to 1,000 maybe, 1,000 seconds, but I don't know. But that's pretty much it for Wood Zone. Nothing really else, nothing in the object list aside from rings and monitors. Why is there no invincibility monitor all of a sudden? Why are we not getting that? We're supposed to get it. But anyways, that's it for Wood Zone. Now this is also going to be very interesting. Metropolis Zone. As much as we hate Metropolis Zone in the final game, well I don't, but this level has the most changes out of any zone in the game. Because there's no vertical warping, unlike in the final game, so the level design is completely different. Like, automatically, just look at this. They don't have the spinning drums, they just have one of these crushers. Like, that's just cool, man. Like, the player would just die at the start, man. But as you can see, it can't even crush you. For some reason. However, if you do go underneath, it can crush you. I think I can try showcasing that. There's Tails, okay, I'll try showcasing it, watch. But yeah, it does that. And another thing, what the heck is happening to Tails? But anyway, there's no bad mix, so you can go through the zone peacefully, thankfully. See, what's going on with Tails? He's doing some weird stuff today, like he's never done this stuff before. Like, good God, why can't I do this? And you may notice that you can't go up in this area normally. You have to have debug mode because this doesn't shoot you far enough. And there's no crab enemy, thankfully. My God, Tails just loves to die in this level. Hold on, there's something actually different about this feature. Hold on. If I go over here and Tails hits the button, I go inside the wall. And I'm pretty much stuck except for when the platform comes back. It's very odd. I don't know how they did that. And that happens too. The flippers work. Do the buttons work for them? Yeah, it does. If you hold down the jump button, you shoot higher, just like in the final game. These things are here. Pretty much most of the objects in the final game are actually here. Except that some of them don't work, and I'll show you in a bit. Also, the background is different. Like, it's a lot more busy in this prototype compared to the final game. I don't know why they cut it down. These things actually work well, and you may notice that it doesn't have another, like, opening area. And the reason why they changed it is because of this. You can really walk through them and die, pretty much. But the level design is completely different in this prototype. Like, very different. I can't really showcase it because, well, like, I don't remember a lot of level design in Metropolis Zone in general, but, like, just check out the Cutting Room 4 page, because it shows, like, a whole bunch of level maps of Metropolis Zone, and it really goes into detail on what's different and stuff. And here's something that's automatically different. Like, in this area in the final game, it's like that, it's a never-ending area where you just constantly fall, but there's no vertical warping here, so it's completely different here, so you don't actually fall. This is an area that goes from the bottom half to the top, and there's no goalpost, so yeah, the level pretty much just ends right here abruptly. And I can also prove something else. There's the same situation that Wood Zone had. You have to go to the end of the level to find it, but this is pretty much the starting area just duplicated. And I wonder, can we go through the bottom area? Let me see. Yeah, you can. Now, I think the final game does that too, but that's pretty much it for Act 1. There's not really much else I can showcase there. Act 2 has more interesting stuff. First of all, the lava's actually here, but most of it don't work. It doesn't hurt you, just like in Hilltop in the Myth Arcade. The bubble animation doesn't really do right, and the platforms make you fall through the lava. When you fall off, you pretty much just die. The pulling things are pretty much complete, although the sprites don't appear to be finished, I don't think, or it's just a lava covering it up. There's also a neat little oddity I discovered long ago, and that's here. You can just die by walking off to the left. I like that. That's pretty funny, actually. I want to see if I can do the vertical warping thing I did with debug mode. No, I don't think I can. But we'll go ahead and discover, or like explore. I'll try my best to explore the level. And there's no objects like rings or anything. It's just that the objects made specifically for the level, I think. Hold on, I want to do that again. I want to see if I can go really fast here. Heck yeah, that works. Oh god, this area. I think this area was actually the final game. Like, that is good. Oh yeah. Hold on. This area in the final game, it had a spring right here, but it didn't even, like, push you high enough to get to the platform, so it was pretty much a useless spring. It doesn't even exist yet, though. Well, that exists. My god. Oh yeah, this area is specifically glitchy because there's 4 pulleys. The reason why it's glitchy is just because there's 4 of these elevator kind of things. And that really slows the game down. Just look at that frame rate. Now look at the debug mode coding or numbers. Like, that just shows how many sprites there are, and there is a ton of sprites. And the timer shows that pretty much. I think I forgot to showcase something in Act 1, and that was the drum thing. Spinning drums in the final game? Okay. Why is that there? What? What's the purpose of that? Why would you have a thing that you can just... Okay, that's just very odd. Is there lava down here? Yep, but there's no spring. I'm gonna go explore around a little bit more. I think it ends pretty much here. Does it? Nope. Yeah, this is where it ends, but I'm gonna go explore... Let's see, that's... Yeah, we were there before. Oh yeah, the screws! The screws are here too. They don't really show up frequently here. And they're not used for vertical warping, so I guess that's why they don't really show up a whole lot. But they work. Oh, so there's a spinning gear to push you to the wall. That's very odd. Spinning gears work a little different compared to the Final Game 2. Okay, that's... Oh yeah, that makes sense. My god, the game's just going slow. What's going on here, man? Alright, I want to go down here. Oh yeah, there's another screw right here. I don't think there's any... Wait, what's the purpose of the screw? What? Why is this even here? Do you go through, like, the floor or something? Or the roof? No? Sorta. That's just very... Oh, that makes sense now! Wow, Tails just showed me a secret. I think, in the final game, there's a lot of areas where you go through the walls, but I didn't know that was a secret wall until Tails did that. Oh yeah, this is the level with the 3 rings that have 4 sets of rings on top of each other. There's no spinning drum here. I think only Act 1 did that, and it... Oh. These exist. Seriously, what is up with Tails? He just keeps floating. What is causing him to do that? Like, there's only like one specific level that really makes you do that. And it makes sense why. Which I'll show later. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else to this level anymore. Let me go to the end of the level. Yeah, it's the starting area duplicated again. god, that is a long route. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna do Act 3. Now, Act 3 has the most interesting stuff. Alright, let's see. First of all, these things exist here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the lamppost. This is a very early version of the checkpoint. And it's very odd, but I actually like its design. Oh yeah, these crushing things exist, and they do actually crush you, so don't, oh yeah, these are new to this prototype, and it only works in this prototype. These are basically just like, kind of like, they just take you through parts of the level, but you have to wait for them. It's very cool. Although it is very glitchy, and it is kind of useless, so that's pretty much why they took it out. But it's cool nonetheless, and that's also what is going on with the doors? Why are they glitching out? Man, I don't know what's going on. Like, this is very odd, because none of this stuff has happened before. But yeah, it's only in Act 3. Like, there's a lot of areas with that object. And after this prototype, they pretty much took out the functionality of it, and they pretty much just changed the level design in general. But there's a lot of these across the level, so it's very cool to see, although it is very understandable why they took it out. Alright. I really do think that the prototype version of this music really fits this level. Hold up a second, I think we could actually use that object to debug that. Let me go find it. There it is. Is there a button? It better be. I think I saw it. There it is. Wow, it doesn't seem to move for some reason. That's odd. Oh yeah, the invincibility monitor. Why is it so broken? Do I have to reset the game? I don't understand why it just won't do it. Oh yeah, this area. What the heck? I just got into the floor there. And that's it. That's the end of the level. Now, it may look like there's more, but no, there's none. If you just keep riding this platform, you'll eventually die. Because you'll reach the end of the screen, and then you're done for. I'm trying to fast forward, but not like too fast. God, there it is. You just fall to your doom. That's it. Now, I'll go explore the level. Okay, you actually can. Sorry about that. We'll go to Act 1 again because, I want to show the spinning drums because we didn't really get... Oh, I forgot to put debug mode on. Whoopsies. Sorry, but, like, I paused because of the beginning part of that song. It actually uses stereo sound. Like, you can hear, like, one, the high-pitch part of that kind of, like, wavy effect, I guess you could call it. Like, the left speaker has a high pitch, while the right speaker has a low pitch. And that's a cool detail that nobody mentioned. Also, what's the point of that? What is that? That's definitely new. Where's the spinning drums? I know that they only appear twice in the level, but seriously, where did they go? Okay, I really didn't explore a lot of the level, I guess. Whoa, spinning drums! Oh yeah, this area. If you fall off, you die. That's fun. I want to see if I can actually perform... Hold on. Because these platforms are... Ah. Aha! I was able to master the platforms. Now I gotta find the spinning drums. They should be somewhere. Did I just face the platform? There it is! There it is! Finally! But they don't work at all. You just face right through them. That's the reason why I wanted to show it. So now, like, not every object actually works here. So the crushers and the spinning drums don't function as they should. And I guess the platforms. Okay, that's pretty much it. I beat the level. Yay! And that's it. Now we can finally move on to another level. Now, we already did Hilltop, so I'm gonna go skip it. So, yeah, sorry, but, this is where things are gonna get interesting again. Hidden Power Zone, baby. Listen to the music, by the way. Yep, it's the Mr. Cave 2-player theme, but it's different, and there's actually theories that this is actually what Hidden Power Zone's theme actually is, and it makes sense because this theme was used out in a lot of the Sonic 2 prototypes, and I really love this music. Like this, the prototype version of this song specifically really fits Hidden Power Zone really well. The final one, not as much. But yeah, we're back at Hidden Power Zone. Unfortunately, not much is different from the Nickel Cage prototype. There's no level design changes or anything like that, unfortunately. But we'll go explore around nonetheless. Seriously, just look at how beautiful this zone is. Like, these are objects right here. Like, they had to manually place those light things. Like, they really spent a lot of time here. Like, look at the waterfalls, man. So beautiful in the green bridge. And there is underwater platforms over here. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Alright. Here's the Tails One-a-Mon again. Does the same exact thing as it should. There's the bat enemy again, like we saw in Nickel Cage. Pretty much everything is the same as in Nickel Cage, unfortunately. There is, yeah, here's the light up bridge again. And I would like to mention the background again. Just look at that, the waterfalls and the top of the level, like, look at that! And just the level art itself is so beautiful. It really is a work of art that nobody ever appreciates. And there's actually more to the level here. There's actually more platforms over here. Seriously, Tails? But there's no objects over here. But I really like it. But look at that, they put, like, the green areas to connect part of the platforms and everything. Like, people just don't appreciate this enough, man. Like, just look at that. And yeah, the tricky jump is here again, and I actually did it again. Oh, there we go, Tails. What the? Tails! He's just so weird in this prototype. Like, he's never done this before. After all the times I've been playing the prototype, he just goes speeding off and zoom through walls. Like, what the heck? Here's a Master Emerald object again. And, you're supposed to break it, but, like, they never put any function to it, so you can't actually do that. But even if you do, it doesn't even go anywhere. But yeah, the level just pretty much ends here. It's the same as Nickel Cave. It has that kinda... It ends right here. The elevator thing never existed, but it's supposed to be an elevator thing that puts you up here. And it's supposed to have vertical warping, so it goes from the top, down from the bottom, and back up. And people say that the complexity of having water and vertical warping was one of the reasons why it was changed. And here's the bridge again, which I really love the detail here. And the underwater platforms here, and the stage again. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Sonic actually has his underwater palette, and I really like it. It looks really good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the level. There's nothing really else is different. The objects, all the unused badniks are gone, unfortunately, so I can't show you them anymore. So, we'll be going to Act 2. Now, Act 2 has the same exact thing as it was in Nickel Cage. You start off in the wall, and when you get out, there's no objects anywhere. And I'm gonna try making it work here. I I'm proud of that. Like, this is what the people working on Sonic 2 had to do for this. Like, they had to manually place them on each of these things. Like, you have to appreciate that, man. And the waterfall object actually has a certain height to it, and I'll try to make it look good. Oh, wait, no. The level art pretty much makes it so literally any part of the level actually fits with the water slide. Like the waterfall. Yeah, like, that actually does look good. Oh, wait, I messed that up. Yeah, that looks alright. But yeah, the waterfall things. I think they still glitch out everything when you do it on the water and spam them. Here's a dinosaur Bandit again. They don't spit fire like in the remastered still. And here's a Bat Bandit. Now, the fire from underneath the Bat Bandit actually has the incorrect colors. It's supposed to have an orange color with the flame, but it doesn't appear. Oh yeah, oh god, I'm assured again. And it's still glitching out again. I'm gonna do the thing with glitching out the music. I'll try doing it actually. Well, I tried, but now we're in Emerald Hill Zone music again. And yeah, there's not really much to discuss other than, well, wait, is the Master Emerald gone? Yeah, it is, but you can't even go down there normally. See, yeah, Master Emerald actually was an object. Let's see if the water slide were an object. I doubt it. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of Stage 7. Underwater color is still corrupted again, but I'm not done with Hidden Power Zone yet. I like to go explore again, just because why not? Like, you have to really appreciate this level, man. Like, this is one of the earliest zones that they worked on, man. It was like the second level that they actually worked on in Sonic 2. And it's just a shame that they never worked on it after the Nick Arcade prototype. Really upsetting because this zone is so beautiful and gorgeous. Like, I'm in love with the level art here. And apparently the level art was reused in Toxic Caves for Sonic Spinball. Now here's a unique glitch to this prototype. When you get 100 rings, a certain something happens. It plays a different theme, and I'll show you. Listen. This is the Death Egg theme. It sounds completely different, of course, but instead of the 1-up jingle playing, it plays the Death Egg theme. The reason why it happens is because of the sound banking. When they were changing around the music and such, in the sound test, the Death Egg theme replaces the 1-up jingle in that spot, so that's why it plays the Death Egg theme here. However, getting a 1-up monitor, oh, the invincibility theme! I'm at the monitor. It actually works. Yeah, we can mow down Badniks, and the thing I said earlier about the two zones only have the Badniks, Emerald Hill and Hidden Palace are the only zones with Badniks. Okay, those are definitely messed up. Oh shoot, I thought I could get him in time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the entire level, but I'm gonna let you just appreciate the music here. Listen. My god, I love the music in, like, this version of this song. I just love it, man. I definitely think that this is the true Hidden Power Zone theme. Like, I like the one in the final, but that's pretty much a cutscene song. Although, why did they change it to that specific song, actually? It's very odd. But yeah, Hidden Power Zone was the very last zone to get cut from Sonic 2. And they rushed deleting the code, because it still exists in the final game, just very corrupted. So they definitely didn't have much time on deleting a level. But yeah, sadly, that's it for Hidden Power Zone, unfortunately. But next up is Oil Ocean Zone, and this is also very different. immediately you'll notice that the music is Casino Night Zone's 2-player theme. And we'll discuss the music here in a little bit. As you can notice already that the level design is completely different, and look at that. This is an object that only appears in this prototype. It's a checkered ball. And it doesn't really do anything other than rolling down, and that's really it. You can stand on it and such, but that's really it. There's things here, and there's plenty of objects actually here. But the level cannot be completed at all, unfortunately. But look at that. Look how many rings there are here. Like, that is a ton of rings. Also, the background is actually larger in this prototype. They shortened it down a little bit in the final game to save up space for VRAM, apparently. There's no... What the heck? That's never happened to me before. And how the heck is the checkered ball object keep getting out when the button ain't even being pressed? Excuse me, how's that happening? It's always supposed to do that when you press the button. There's just so much weird stuff going on. While the level design is completely different, it can't be finished, and a lot of the stuff ain't finished. Like, look at the background, like, the oil color coming out the pipes. They incorrectly colored it, so it looks like it's being sucked up instead of it spewing out, and there's no oil being dumped out in parts of the level. Oh yeah, this thing. When you hit the oil and then go to Demon Mug and out of it, it does this thing. That's the thing that Tails was doing earlier, but I don't know how he was doing it without, like, in every single zone, because it's pretty much a problem. Okay, how did that happen? Okay, the effect is gone somehow. You want to talk about why the level design took off? So look at this. You can easily just fall off the stage and end up at the bottom. Like, come on, man. It is really fun floating around the level, though. But yeah, they don't really do anything. These checkered ball items are just here for cool purposes, I guess. But they are all over the place, and I don't know what they were thinking. Also, the platforms over here, well, the elevators are smaller. So it's very, and there's not a lot of walls here, so it's very easily, so you can very easily, like, just fall off the map and just get at the bottom. And the oil doesn't make you slide here. Also, the sun ain't even animated in the background, I just noticed. Seems like Casino Night Zone 2-player thing could actually fit in any zone, pretty much. And I don't even know what to think of the Casino Night Zone 2-player thing, but this is actually the original Oil Ocean theme. Because the one we know in the final game is in this prototype, but it's used in an unfinished level, and we'll get to that later. But the final Oil Ocean theme was meant to be for a desert level called Sand Shower Zone, and there's a mock-up image of the Sand Shower, which you can just look it up. Just search up Sand Shower Zone mock-up. And the mock-up is basically a fake image, but, like, it's a level art for an unused desert level. And, oh, I didn't even know you could get on these, but Sonic 2 had so much ideas that would change. It was originally going to have 18 full zones, and they had a time travel concept originally planned. There was going to be the ancient, present, and the future. And the time travel gimmick was pretty much dropped almost immediately, but it still has some resemblance. Like, Hilltop Zone is basically the past version of Emerald Hill. I mean, it uses the same palette as Emerald Hill, just with a blue coat of paint. Also, this doesn't work. But yeah, it's just very interesting seeing the ideas they had for Sonic 2. And I think Wood Zone was going to be the present version of Casino Night Zone. And the rest of the levels, I don't know. I think Cyber City was going to be the future version of Metropolis, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the level. There's no goalposts, even though most of the level design is completed. There's not really much else to say about Oil Ocean, but I'm still gonna go continue with Act 2, because this actually has, both Act 2 layouts, and pretty much they're complete. We got the visibility monitor. I'm gonna do something a little cool, I guess. Why did Tails have to destroy that? Seriously? I'm gonna try doing a little experiment. Hold on a sec. So I'm guessing that these shoot me down. Yeah, they do. Now I want to see if they're upside down yet. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do an experiment. Because I like messing around here. No, it doesn't look like I do it. I don't know how I did it earlier in my original Simon Y video. Oh yeah, the invisibility. I don't even think it's going to stop. So sorry if you're just going to be hearing this the entire time. I think it's only this level that does it for some reason. There's just so many little oddities with this prototype, man, I tell you. Oh, they have these things. I didn't even know that. There's not really much else to say about Oil Ocean other than the level design being awful, and also just look at these graphics. It didn't really complete the oil either, because it doesn't even touch the oil, and a lot of it just floats for some reason. Like, I don't know how they didn't, like, complete the trunks for the oil. I don't know how they missed that. Oh yeah, the spinning platform. Is Tails seriously destroying all my platforms? Yep, he was. How are these checkered balls getting activated without me activating them? It's just so weird. But that's the end of the level again. Not really much else to say, and that's pretty much all I have to discuss about Oil Ocean Zone Satellite. Now, this is where something else interesting happens. Dust Hill Zone. And it's just Mr. Cave Zone, but very early, because, I mean, the level design's actually complete, but there's not really any objects besides the beginning of the level. And this is pretty much only for object testing, because it's only the beginning that has these objects, and that's it. After that, there's no more objects, pretty much. The music's pretty much finalized. Kinda hard to discuss when there's not really much to say here. But those work. We'll try going faster. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, the red flippers. So they already had that in mind, that the red flippers being in this zone. The lights work, and there's parallax scrolling in the background. That's neat. So they did actually put some kind of work into Mr. Cave. They just put some objects in the beginning of the level for testing purposes, and that's really it. And I'm pretty much just going to skip out on Mr. Cave Zone pretty much, because that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to say. And there's no objects in Act 2 either, so I'm gonna just skip, but we're not done completely. Remember the demo at the beginning? Well, I don't even think we showed it, but there's one of the demos has 2-player mode, and I actually forgot to show that here. It's very glitchy, but it works. However, the score count is actually still in here, and Tails doesn't even have his own name and icon yet. It just shows Sonic for Tails. And it really shows how stupid Tails could be by the controlling. I'm gonna see if I can try and get both of these guys at the end of the level. I'm trying to get both Sonic and Tails skills, because I'm controlling both Sonic and Tails now. This is very tricky. And I don't really have much to say because, like, I'm getting tired of talking. What the heck, Tails? Okay. Well, that just showed how buggy Tails is. But they did have two-player code. But for most of the levels, it doesn't really work that well. Like it would though, like it's completely messed up here. But collision still works fine, but I think a lot of objects in some levels will need a function when you do two-player mode. But Tropical Zone somewhat works, but it's... Oh god, okay, that's seizure-inducing. Jesus. So yeah, it somewhat works, but, I mean, would you really have that much fun doing two-player mode? Because they didn't really put any two-player code in most of the levels. It's only Dust Hill Zone, Emerald Hill, and Casino Night Zone. And another thing to talk about is Mr. Cave Zone's original name is actually Dust Hill Zone. Most people thought it was, Dust Hill Zone was going to be the name of Sand Shallow Zone, the desert level, because... Like, why would Mr. Cave be called Dust Hill Zone? But remember, Sonic 2 was made by both Japanese and American people. They didn't really... Japanese people didn't really have any clue on English names that well. But yeah, they put two-player code for Mr. Cave Zone, well, Dust Hill Zone, for some odd reason. Like, why did they put two-player code for Dust Hill Zone and Casino Night Zone, even though... They didn't really have much work put into them. It's just very odd and it really makes me question. But yeah, I'm done with Dust Hill Zone. We're going to be going into Casino Night Zone now. You'll immediately notice that Casino Night Zone looks completely different. And the music is completely different too. It has more jazzy type, and I really like to listen. But they actually put a lot of work into this. But there's no parallax scroll in the background. I don't even think I had to in the final game actually. But look, the stars in the background blinking and some sprites too. They put a lot of sprites in the detail in the level, and I really like it. I think those are messed up, but Casino Night Zone originally had a blue and pink color scheme for something. Now it's very hard navigating this zone because there's not really any collision pretty much. You can just fall through the level and die very easily. But the final level design is actually pretty much finalized here for some reason. Like, they pretty much, how Sonic levels work is that they draw the map first, and once they finish the level design, that's when they put the objects in. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, here's the plunger thing to see final game, but there's loops, and they're very different here, and the collisions are actually broken, so you can't even go around them normally. There's no objects either. You just got static monitors that don't do anything and rings. And you got the kind of pinball table thing. There's no swap machines either. None of the score things. The favors don't even work. There's nothing that really works in the zone. Not even the bumpers here work. But they put a lot of detail and work into the art here, and I really like it. And I love the beta version of the song in this prototype. It just sounds so good and jazzy. I love it. I remember this area specifically because I always run around on it, just seeing Sonic's early sprite and how he walks. I love the way Sonic's early sprites are. Just look at it. I just love how smooth it is. It sucks that they removed it and changed it. Apparently it's because of memory limitations. Apparently. And you may notice that he has Sonic 2 color, but like his design is still from Sonic 1 actually. Why is Tails not even jumping at all? But yeah, there's not very much to say about Casino Night Zone, but we'll check out the two-player here because it actually has code for it for some reason. I still question, like, why did Dust Hill and Casino Night Zone have two-player codes even though there's barely any work put into these? But yeah, there's not much to say about Casino Night Zone other than the level art being completely different. And the background too, just look at the background. I actually kind of like it. I like the blinking stars that change. But that's really it. However, Act 2 has some interesting things in it. Act 2 has a messed up background. Like, look at that. That is completely messed up. And the further you progress, the more messed up it gets. It's just so funny. I don't even know why it happens. I do remember finding a reason on why, but I just never took the time to figure out. Yeah, you can somewhat try doing it, but the other half of the loop doesn't have collision, so you just go through it sadly. But there's not really anything else either in this level either, sadly. So we'll just go ahead and do the 2-player code for it. And yeah, 2-player works perfectly fine here. Wait, can Tails even go to debug mode? I never thought of that. No, he can't. I was curious. But yeah, not really much else to say, but I wonder if Act 2 still has a messed up background, even a 2-player mode. Oh yeah, it does. It does, alright. See what I'm talking about? It's very easy to just fall through the entire level. Because there's not really much collision in this level. Yeah, and yeah, there's also these weird black bars for some reason. It's not just because of 2-player, like, even in the regular mode, it does it. I don't know why. But it definitely haven't finished the level art yet, even though they pretty much put a lot of work into it. But yeah, not really anything else to discuss, because that's pretty much it. So, yeah, sorry, that's it for Casino 9 Zone. Next up is Chemical Plant Zone, and, I mean, I don't really know what to say. Wait, it didn't even do 2-player. I tried doing 2-player for it. It doesn't even have a 2-player thing in it, so it's just like Hidden Power Zone. You can't do 2-player mode. I'm gonna go see if that shortcut in Act 2 is here. Oh yeah. Wait, is it? Looks like it. What the heck is happening? I think it is. Let me go check. Yeah, the shortcut's actually here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Can you do it normally? Man, the Genius is really worse smart with hiding things and stuff. Like in Sonic 2, they hit a lot of stuff inside the walls, man. I don't think there's any monitors here, actually. God, that's fast. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to discuss about Casino Chemical Plant Zone. So we'll go next to the other level. And look at the name, by the way. Just look. Genocide City Zone. Probably the best name ever for a level, seriously. Like, why? But yeah, it's just an empty level. It uses Emerald Hill's palette and Chemical Plant Zone's music, and that's it. Nothing else to the level. It's just empty, sadly. In fact, 2 zones in the game have empty spots. Well, technically 3, but I'll get to that later. But, let me pause for a second, because I'm going to discuss. So the reason behind the name Genocide City Zone is because, remember, Sonic 2 was made by Japanese and American people. And mostly Japanese people. Japanese people didn't understand what the word genocide meant. They just thought that something that sounded evil and sinister and dangerous, so they just picked the word genocide. But later on, when they realized that, they changed the name to Cyber City, and I think concept art even shows the name Cyber City. But there's a lot of documents and notes saying Genocide City Zone also. But even if this level was in the game for quite a while before they took it out. They kept the name Genocide City Zone in it. And, even if it was gonna be in the final game, they would have likely changed the name to Cyber City, sadly. Apparently, Genocide City was going to be a single-act mechanical theme level. but they didn't have much time, and they completely, it had an art for it, but they never put in the game. But the level mapping was we worked on into Metropolis Zone Act 3. And that's pretty much the reason why Metropolis Zone's the only level with 3 acts in the game. So yeah, that's just a little bit history and background of this specific level. And that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to discuss. Act 2, same thing. You fall off and you just die. Yeah. That's it. Now, Neo Green Hill Zone, that name does sound interesting, but it's just aquatic fluid. Neo Green Hill was the original name for aquatic fluid. Imagine if they kept the name Green Hill Zone, we would have had 2 Green Hill Zone names in the game. That would have been really odd. I'm gonna just try to beat the level because why not? Why not have fun? Okay, I thought I was supposed to die there. No visibility marker? Okay. Swinging platforms. These things. Oh, did these even work? Oh yeah. It's the leaf objects. That's what it is. What's this? Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just get to the signpost and yeah, we're done with Aquatic Room. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I didn't even mention it from the beginning, but there's no, there's no title card or anything, and that level, it ends early, too. When it goes from the level to the next, the music doesn't even finish. So yeah, it's just a black screen when you do it. Next up is Death Egg Zone, and unfortunately, well, yeah. That's it. It's the same thing as Genocide City. It's a completely empty level, except that the music all the way just stops, and it goes completely silent, and after you die, all the sound effects are gone. Like, listen. Hold on. Yeah, you can't even hear Tails die anymore. Like, the level and all sound is completely gone, and it's very creepy. Like, just having no sound at all in a game is just creepy. But even if when you do get a game over and go back to the beginning, there's still no sound. You literally have to reset the game to get the sound back. So thankfully I have a save state here. See, like, the music just fades out, and the sound effects are still here, but it's only before you die. When you die, that's it. That's it. Death Egg Zone was, of course, originally gonna be an actual full zone, but it didn't have enough time to do it. And the special stage option's actually still here, but of course, it doesn't even do anything. We can test out the sound select. But we're not completely done with it yet. We got one more level to showcase, and it's in the achievement menu I have. Zone ID 3, and I'm trying to do it. Listen to the music. You may notice it's the Oil Ocean theme zone. Remember earlier when it's discussed in Oil Ocean Zone about the... Why does Tails keep dying? Seriously, just stop it already. I'm trying to make him stop, but remember, in Oil Ocean Zone, in Oil Ocean Zone, we discussed about the Casino 9 Zone 2 player theme, and that was pretty much the Oil Ocean theme, pretty much. Because it literally appears throughout most of the prototypes of Sonic 2. The final Oil Ocean Zone is in this game, but it goes unused, except for this thing. This is Zone 93. And this is pretty much what Sand Shower was going to be in, but of course, it never put art in it, so it doesn't really exist. But that explains why the Oil Ocean theme is here. So, this pretty much proves that the final Oil Ocean theme was going to be Sand Shower Zone's theme. And it makes sense because it sounds very desert-like. But yeah, that's it. It uses Emerald Hills palette again, it's another empty level, and that's it. It was just a little cool thing I wanted to showcase. But unfortunately, that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to discuss in this prototype, except for the sound select. Of course, the Casino 9 Zone 2 player theme, which is Oil Ocean's theme. And with Hill Zone, it sounds slightly different, but it's very noticeable. And of course, Metropolis Zone. Just listen. God, just the beginning of that. You see the Night Zone theme? I love the beta version of that song here. Mr. Cave Zone song. Oh, the two-player. Well, Hidden Power Zone theme. I love it. Aquatic Ruins theme sounds different. Death Egg Zone sounds completely different. It actually uses the ring sound effect as the main instrument, which is funny because Death Egg in the final game didn't even have any rings, so it's literally taunting you. Oh yeah, the special stage theme is here, even though there's no special stage. Like, even if I try to load it, doesn't do anything. Here's the level select theme. It plays in A and B for some reason. Find a boss theme, which goes unused. See the night of a chemical plant zone theme. The ending is slightly different. I'll show you. Here. Yeah, that's like the only difference between songs. Now this is gonna be a banger. I love that song, man. Really wish that they used it, especially since it only appears once in this prototype. It's kind of upsetting. Oh yeah, Sky Chase theme's here. Here's Sand Shell Zone's theme, aka the Fun Holy Ocean Zone's theme. And there's gonna be, it appears in 2 slots for some reason. Wing Fortress Zone's theme here, and it sounds completely different. Take a listen. God, the main instrument though is so loud. Like, I have the volume pretty low on my MacBook, and it still sounds very loud. Oh yeah, the two-player theme for Evelyn Hill Zone. I have no idea what this theme was going to be used for. But, yeah, it goes unused in this prototype, too. The two-player results theme, nothing different here. The Invincibility theme, aka Supersonic theme. Hello, Top Results theme, that sounds completely different and irritating. I think Supersonic actually exists in this prototype, but, like, it's only his power that is different. They don't have his sprites or anything. Wait, why do Supersonics take over 2 slots? That's weird. And I think these are just Sonic 1's theme over here. All the sound effects are completely the same from Sonic 1. However, there are some added Sonic 2 sound effects. Hold on, this is it. This is the start of the very early versions of sound effects for Sonic 2. Listen. What even is this sound effect? It's very creepy. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Either for an alarm or this is the signpost jiggle when you finish the Zelda 2-player. I think that's the bumper. And I think that's also the bumper in Casino Night Zone. I guess. That is clearly the elevator. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I guess another bumper. Now that, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. It could be the swap machine noise. It's, I forgot what sound effect this is used in the final game. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I mean, that one's obvious. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. It sounds like someone's taking a dump. Listen. Man, someone had bad Taco Bell there. I mean, that one's obvious. That's, I guess that's the fans in Wing Fortress Zone, or that's Eggman's mobile. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Oh, that's a spin dash sound effect. It doesn't, like, go higher pitch. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only thing in this prototype, other than the silver sound. There it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, thanks for enjoying this video, and I hope you give a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're new to my channel, please, I really appreciate it. But thanks for watching this video, and I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.